soft orchestra builds, sunrise over desert hills, gentle wind, golden light in the ancient land of Canaan. When the stars were countless and the night was still, God spoke to an old man named Abraham, saying, "You will be the father of many nations." But Abraham and his wife Sarah were far beyond childbearing age. Still, God's promise stood firm, and at the appointed time, a miracle was born. They named the child Isaac, meaning, "He will laugh," because Sarah said, "God has brought me laughter, and all who hear will laugh with me." The child of promise. Isaac grew up surrounded by the warmth of faith and the power of promise. He was no ordinary boy. He was the living proof that nothing is impossible with God. Abraham taught him about the stars, how each one was a reminder of God's covenant, and Sarah loved him with the joy of a mother who had waited a lifetime. The test on Mount Moriah. But one day, God tested Abraham's faith. He said, "Take your son, your only son Isaac, whom you love, and offer him as a sacrifice." The journey was long and silent. Isaac carried the wood for the offering and asked, "Father, where is the lamb?" Abraham replied, "God himself will provide." And just as Abraham raised the knife, the voice of heaven cried out, "Abraham, do not harm the boy." A ram was caught in the thorns nearby. God had provided the substitute. That day, young Isaac learned the greatest truth. Faith may be tested, but God's promises never die. Isaac and Rebekah, a love from heaven. Years later, when Isaac was grown, Abraham sent his servant to find him a wife. The servant prayed at a well, saying, "Lord, let the right woman offer me and my camels water." And before he finished praying, Rebekah appeared, kind, beautiful, and chosen by God. When Isaac saw her approaching on a camel, the scripture says, he loved her and was comforted after his mother's death. Their love was gentle and faithful, a bond formed by divine hands. Isaac and the wells. Isaac became a man of peace. God blessed him greatly, but his enemies grew jealous. They filled his wells with dirt, trying to stop his blessing. Instead of fighting, Isaac moved and dug new wells. Each time he was pushed away, he began again. Finally, when no one quarreled, he said, "Now the Lord has given us room, and we will flourish in the land." He called that place Rehoboth, meaning spacious place. Through patience, not power, Isaac found victory. The covenant renewed one night. God appeared to Isaac and said, "Do not be afraid, for I am with you and will bless you." Isaac built an altar and called upon the name of the Lord. Like his father before him, he passed the light of faith to the next generation. Esau and Jacob, Isaac and Rebekah had twin sons, Esau and Jacob. Esau was strong and wild, a hunter of the fields. Jacob was gentle and thoughtful, staying among the tents. Isaac loved Esau. Rebekah loved Jacob. When Isaac grew old and blind, he blessed Jacob instead of Esau. And through Jacob, the covenant of God continued. Even in the pain of confusion, God's plan never failed. The final years. Isaac lived long and peacefully. He saw his sons grow, his household prosper, and God's promise endure. When his time came, he blessed his children and rested with his fathers, buried beside Abraham and Sarah, the parents of faith. Message: greater than Isaac's life reminds us. You don't have to fight for what God has already promised. Stay faithful, stay peaceful, and the wells of blessing will open again.